Good morning. Again, it is Tuesday, August the 13th, 2019. I am streaming from a different computer and messed up started the stream on the other channel. What we're going to do is look at Bitcoin prices breaching this top formation right now, and we'll look through our indicators to see what it's telling us, how far we're going to go. Let's jump in. First of all, no musical interlude on this new computer yet. Just a quick look at the disclaimer. You can pause the video to read through it because it's not trading advice, it's just market observation. So please come and follow me over on Intro to Cryptos on Twitter. Click on the link down below to join us on Discord. And at the end of this episode, I have a discount for you for our cryptocurrency trading alerts because the crypto season is coming up and it's time to get ready for it. So here we are looking at the 1 week view of Bitcoin. We have the 3 weekly reversal candles here. We've got the divergence in our RSI. We've got the RSI breaking a little bit, though it's early in the week, and this will change as the week unfolds. This is all looking bearish to me on the weekly view. When I zoom into the daily view, we still have this divergence in the RSI. It is fading off, but it is coming down to where it may bounce too. It's bounced off these levels a lot, so we'll really pay attention to that over the next couple days. But let's zoom in closer to see what the point is telling us. We have these 3 higher lows. We have a 1, 2, 3 top formation shaping up here. RSI is definitely diverging from the price, really easing off where the price is not yet. As we zoom into the 1 month view, that RSI divergence is stronger. We see that we are precariously close to puncturing this area all the way along the support and resistance. Will we? Just never tell because we get those massive reversals out of nowhere. And here we are down to a very oversold condition in the 1 hour view of the RSI. Haven't seen that since way back here. And of course, it didn't go down from that oversold condition. It pulled back up. So on the hourly, this is saying that we've pretty much bottomed here and may show us a tick up soon. So if we zoom into the 15-minute time frame, does that... Well, there is a bit of a divergence there. My lines are not in the right place, but this is like holding and that's not. So that shows a less selling, a less weakness here at this moment. I wonder if we're going to see that in the other indicators because I'm anticipating that we're going to get a break lower. But so far, the RSI on the short-term time frame is holding us up. Now, if we go to the on-balance volume indicator, we can see that it's got weaker volume throughout this top. So across these 3 reversal wicks, we've got a little bit lower trading volume, which it's not definitive because this doesn't show up what's going to happen in the future. It only shows us what has already happened. So as we zoom in on the daily, we can see that we had strength, 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 and less strength here across this top. That is really key, that there just wasn't as much or enough bullish pressure to pick it up off those levels. And we can see it right here in this divergence. Really great stuff. Now, even at this shoulder here, we see prices or the volume is easing off. Let's zoom in closer on this one. So again, we've got stronger volume here and less volume here. We've got stronger volume on the first peak, less volume on the second peak, pretty much equivalent on the third peak, but then we're fading off. Though we're fading off, it hasn't gone negative on the 12-hour view. That's pretty important. On the 4-hour time frame, we're seeing quite a bit of dumping across this top, but so did we here. Quite a bit of dumping. So that's not definitive yet either, but as we see this divergence from the buying here to selling across here, that is leaning me towards a more bearish view. As we go into the 1 hour time frame now, yeah, that's more dumpy at the end. And nice, this was yesterday as I was looking at this, I was thinking, oh, not bad. Maybe we'll be going up from here because of this on-balance volume sticking up, and we got these 2 rejected lows. It is a 1, 2, 3, but down we go, like the pissing off the roof formation here. So thank you, Francis, from the Crypto Sniper for the pissing off the roof formation name. Let's go into the 15-minute. Dumpy, dumpy, dumpy. Not looking good right off this moment. Let's go now to the MACD indicator. I think this is my favorite. When we're looking at the weekly view, let's check this out. This has been an important one all the way along. What color we get? I've been watching for this type of formation where the MACD comes close but doesn't cross, comes close but doesn't cross. At the same time, the histogram does not go negative, but keeps picking up. And as you know, this was what was occurring as the prices were pulling back and blasting, pulling back and blasting, pulling back and blasting. So if we're going to pull back a bit and then blast, That's what I'm expecting to see here on the close-in time frames, is that this will pull close and then pull away. The green line won't cross the red. It'll continue to go up. The histograms will hold above 0. Now, if that doesn't happen and the histograms go negative, we're topping right now. No question. Go into the 1-day view. This one I've been really harping at. This has been so important. And to see this structure here and how things did a little blast up, but this crossed over again. Let me go into closer view of this. That doesn't really help. It crossed over a little bit of positive to the histogram. It crossed positive, but then it crossed negative and the histogram went down. And of course, as we can see, we went down quite a bit after that happened. Next, let's pull this back forward and take a look at what's actually going on right now and zoom in on this, because we have not crossed negative yet. The histogram is so close that should this start to go negative and this cross over, that is going to precede a bigger move down. Probably to the $8,000 level just by eyeballing it from here. 12-hour time frame, it's already crossed over. Now that is bearish, that it's crossed over in this 1, 2, 3 top formation right at the midway point. It's already told us, right? Look and see this crossover here. Down we went. From this negative crossover here, went to the negative histogram. It held for a little bit and down we went. It just couldn't take it. And here we are again crossing over. It held for a little bit. Let's zoom into the 4-hour time frame and see. Flaring negative right there. Where is my drawing stick? Oy, oy, oy. Got to get that back to where I'm used to it. So this flaring negative is confirming a break of these price levels for me right now. It hasn't actually broken below the level enough below this candle wick, but most of the time I kind of ignore the wicks in these kind of trades. So that it's broken down below the actual candles is more important to me. So the 4-hour time frame, let's zoom into the 1-hour time frame, also crossed negative here, tried to cross positive, back to negative again, and flaring wider with the histograms growing. Histograms growing. Zoom in on that. Look at that steady growth every hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours. It's already been telling us that this is coming down. Now let's zoom in closer to see if we are getting a bounce right at this tip like the RSI was telling us. Not so far. Crossing negative. Looking pretty dumpy as we're speaking. So phenomenal to be catching this live. This is a short signal opportunity where I going short on this right now? And I'm not. I'm going long on the alts instead. I would be looking at a small bit of my starting short position here and wait. If it proved me correct, then I would add on to the real position. Let us zoom in to the next indicator, and then we can go on to the specials for the altcoins and take a look at what's going on there. Now, the Ichimoku cloud will stay positive in the weekly view for quite a while. This gives the market room to move within the cloud and bounce. So it's a really good long-term trend following indicator, keeps you in there. On the daily view, it's still looking positive. We have a cross of the conversion line above the baseline. It's above the cloud, kind of, but the cloud has twisted negative. Even though it's trending up a little bit, that's twisted negative. So we've got 1 out of 3 negative signs here on the 1-day view. Wow. On the 12-hour view, we've got we are just getting, we don't have any negative signals here yet. We don't have a cross of the blue over the red. This has not poked into the cloud, and we have a twist to the positive here. So this is bounce zone according to this chart. We'll see how that plays out. Let's go into the 3-month time. No, 4-hour bar. Okay, now this is giving us more negative. We've got a twist to the negative in the cloud. We are almost poking out of the other side of the cloud, which is a sell signal. The green trailing line has crossed both the blue and the red to the negative, and the blue has crossed below the Ichimoku, the conversion line, which it did out of this 1, 2, 3 top formation last week. So this is looking bearish too on the 4-hour time frame. Zoom into the 1 hour time frame, already poked through the cloud. We were watching this where it really jammed through the cloud. Now we've got a sell signal in a downtrend as it comes up to the cloud, and that blue line crosses the red line. Let me zoom right in on that because this is it. Where's my scribbler? That blue line crossing the red line right now, as it's coming out of the cloud, that is a sell signal in a downtrend. And we'll watch for more of those as this unfolds too. I don't know if there will be any, of course, but we'll watch. Oh my goodness. Got to drag this chart over for the Ichimoku because it always sticks out past the last bit of the cloud there. What time frame are we on? 1 hour. Let's zoom into the 15-minute time frame. Sure, looking bad. Really negative there. Negative cloud that's gone thin and skinny, so we're not going sideways from here, it seems. But the trailing indicator isn't as far wide apart from the cloud as in a real big drop. They'll stay wide apart in a big trend. So we'll see how this plays out. It looks negative to me. It looks like it's going down. And if we go and check out the Bitcoin dominance now, here's April the 1st where it bottomed out and made a 1, 2, 3 bottom. Consolidated and broke higher, consolidated and broke higher, consolidated, broke higher. Every consolidation I was anticipating, it's a top formation in Bitcoin, and the altcoins are going to start their moon. They're going to start the moon. They're going to start the moon. Every time that it does a top formation, you have to be ready for it. And if we go over and we check out all of the alts, we can see they are preparing. And how do we know that the alts are preparing? What's a visual way that is objective and clear and scientific so that we really know that the alts are doing a turnaround? The only way to know is to study every single one of them. So we go across everything on Poloniex and everything on Binance every single day. If you would like access to this spreadsheet, you can become a patron, support this channel, and for $15 a month, you get access to this spreadsheet that we're going over right now. Now, I don't show you the full spreadsheet here on this free channel. You've got to become a sponsor because it is really valuable information. And it takes work every day. We've got help building this up as well. We've got AOL Chandra helping out. So your sponsorship helps support the channel. And what we're seeing here, it may not be clear to you, but red is those coins that are failing down to brand new lows. Orange are those coins that are almost at new lows. So we can see that big switch from red to orange the last little while here, where those failing coins have come up a little bit. But more important, we can see that the neutral coins have really stepped up across both exchanges. A huge change there. And those are the ones that will be going into the bull market first coming up. Let's dig into a little bit more data here. On Poloniex, we can see the change happening. We can see all the failing coins down to new lows, 43 of them. What was that, just 5 days ago on the 9th? And then we've picked right up. All of those coins have switched over to near fail, which is the orange color. And a whole swath of them now have moved over to gray status, which is neutral. Those gray coins are going to be the first that are going to move over to the alert status and the hold status. But there are opportunities right in this midst right now. Really fantastic stuff. I'm super pumped about the alts. And if we go over and look at Binance spreadsheet, we can see a similar thing happening here. We were up to 127 failing markets down to brand new lows. New number 1 point in the 1, 2, 3 bottom formation setup. Now they've moved up, so we've got a whole bunch of them moved into near fail status, 53 of them now. That's a nice change where we can see we're up to 92, now we're at 53. And this is good news because all of those have switched over to neutral coins. We even have 8 now that are in alert status. Those ones are almost breaking out of their 1, 2, 3 bottom formation on the 12-hour time frame, and they'll move to a hold status as that happens. So you can follow along with this spreadsheet and get all of the data to see which are those 8, which are the 92 that are neutral. Go through just those to start finding your opportunities, and that'll be phenomenal. Now, I said at the very beginning that I would share with you a discount for our crypto signals package. So here is a little bit of details about our crypto signals package over on intro-to-cryptos.ca. You can find the link down below. You can see what Wolf 762 says here in March. Just wanted to say thanks again for your course and trade alerts. I'm seriously kicking some fanny right now. OZK Dog says, epic service. Thank you, Doug. I'm glad my journey led me to you. I'm 100% determined to make it as a trader, and this community is so helpful in that long walk. So you're seeing a little bit of how this works now, but here are some data of how it has worked when we had that last little bit of a bottom formation in December. We went up January, February, we topped out in March and came down in April. And these are the gains that we did using this very trading system. Phenomenal stuff, but it's not just a black box trading system that you blindly follow. Education and training and mentorship is included in this. So you learn this stuff over a long period of time. You get the essentials training starter to learn our risk control rules. They're so critical. Then you get over 200 backtesting screenshots of prior bull markets so you can see exactly how this trading system works. Then you understand these alerts, that you're not just following blindly. You get a copy of my book that teaches you all of the trading plans. You get more information. You get support from the crypto Discord channel in some private areas. And I go into some really detailed reviews of those gains that we achieved. So it was over 1,200% gains that we achieved December, January, February. And then we switched back to Bitcoin at the perfect time, the first week of April. It was amazing. So here you get a real detailed report on all of the different trading styles that we did, the trading patterns that we did, and the win-loss ratio, and which one is the best and why. You can really see how to optimize your approach for using these trading alerts. And I'd like to say thank you to GBU Wally for highly recommending the book and my broadcasts. He says, learn, earn, and don't get burned. Jimmy says, thank you, Doug. I've learned a lot from you. I'm grateful. Still learning, trying to improve step by step. So you get access to the color-coded spreadsheet, but you also get access to the advanced spreadsheet where we give specific details on the target entry, the profit target, and the stop loss targets. We give you a screenshot of the actual trade alert setup so that you know what we're looking at specifically, how it matches our trading system, not black box stuff. So if you haven't already, you can click on the link down below and you can use the coupon code August50 to save 50% off the full pro package. And I'm putting the special on right now for the next little bit in August because it is time for those altcoins to be doing their bottom formation. Look at Bitcoin slipping off here as we're talking. So I got to just quickly, let's do the other chart. Let's go and take a look at what's going on in some of the basic alts. So Litecoin building a 1, 2, 3 bottom formation here on the 15-minute time frame. We go out to the 1 month view. Look at this 1, 2, 3 bottom formation setting up. What can you do but start to get ready for a trade out of this kind of formation? As Bitcoin's topping, I don't know if Litecoin will go or not, but it's a 1, 2, 3 bottom and I have to trade those. So here's a little 1, 2, 3 bottom. It crossed over positive. Prices came back but didn't test the number 2 point. Now they're going to break higher. This is a nested 1, 2, 3 formation, and we're seeing these set up in not all of the alts. There are only a few of them actually. When we go into this shows that there are 8 that are in alert status, and there are a few in this gray status that are ready to go. But you'll get that information. You'll see which ones are making these nested 1, 2, 3 formations very, very powerful. I know that when we tune in next week, I'm going to bring these up, and I'm going to just be dancing all over the place because our alerts are picking up some fantastic stuff going on right this minute. And I invite you to come over and check that out. I guess that'll wrap it up for today's episode. I want to keep these short, and I'm going to go and do a longer episode over on the Intro to Cryptos channel where we'll review not all, but many more of the cryptos, especially those big 6, Litecoin, Ethereum, Tron, Cardano, Ripple, and there's a 6th one, I can't remember. We'll check into those on the other stream. So that'll wrap it up here for today. I appreciate you guys being along. What have I got here? Here you go. Use the coupon code August50 and save 50% off the Pro Crypto Alerts package. There's a link down in the description, or you can go over to introtocryptos.ca, sign up for the free training there if the Crypto Alerts package is too much. All good stuff. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you next time on the 24 Hours of Bitcoin. Doom, 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 doom.